Who was that? That doesn't look like the same person that I saw this morning in the mirror. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome to the audio commentary. We'll go around the room to identify everybody's voices before we begin. I'm Mike Portnoy.
I'm John Petrucci.
James.
I'm Jordan Rudis.
And John Mayoung.
And welcome. It is December 1st, 2004. We're recording this commentary at the Hit Factory in New York City, where we are working on our latest album. And this video that we're doing the commentary for was recorded March 6th of this year. So this was already about 9 months ago. And this was the 15th anniversary to the day of the release of When Dream and Day Reunite. So, here we are. Hi, guys.
Hey, we're off and rocking.
I remember going to Charlie's apartment where he lived and like working on lyrics and stuff like that. And I remember being impressed because he knew how to roll sushi.
Oh wow, that is impressive.
He introduced us to
roll.
sushi.
Yeah, actually he did. You're right. We went to a karaoke bar where we used to
rehearse in Huntington.
Yeah.
It's an important role in your lives.
It is.
What are your thoughts about singing these songs through the years?
Well, I do remember doing a couple of them the very first night I hooked up with you guys and jammed with you guys. But, and I remember the Images and Words tour. We played, I think every one of them, didn't we, on that tour?
Yeah.
Yeah, we basically went through all of them, and so
I don't know, except for the ones who helped us set this up, but everything else we did actually do at one point or another.
Well, because when we were on the Images tour, we had we needed to do the songs from the first album in order to create a long enough set throughout the night. So my memory with this album is that we did it quite a bit. Very first world tour we were out with. So when it came back time to bring these back and play the album in its entirety, that was the first for that, you know.
One more.
I have an interesting story to tell you guys about one of the songs off the first album, and it was when we were throwing tapes back and forth to each other, and you guys had sent me up a CD copy, and it had Status Seeker on it, because I guess that was the single, and so my CD player at the apartment was on the fritz, and I was really psyched to hear this song, so I went to a place called, back then they're not even around anymore, they're called Majestics Audio, and I went in pretending that I was looking at a stereo system that I wanted to buy.
That's cool.
And I said, listen, I want to hear this stereo here, it looks pretty cool, and it was a huge system. And the guy goes, yeah, well, get a CD. I got one here. Let me hear it. And the guy puts it in. I go, well, you know, I really want to hear it. And I remember just cranking Status Seeker, and it was my first time hearing you guys. And I was getting really in it. You could see this guy. He was getting all freaked out because his tunes are cranking in the store. And finally, like, he goes, well, what do you think? I go, oh, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, like, I really like the band.
Needless to say, I got my CD player fixed within a couple of days, and then I was starting to play it at home. But that was so funny.
I wonder if it had anything to do with the crazy hours that went into recording schedule.
Oh my God.
Going in at what, 6 at night, coming out at 6 in the morning.
Yeah, we were night owls. The entire When Dream and Day Reunite was recorded in the wee hours of the morning and night.
That's right.
John, I think we should implement those hours again.
You want to go back to that?
No, but
That would make
that
you
means
happy.
the next record's going to have the same fate.
Yeah. This is the bit. See, back then we were all young and single, and we could work, you know, from 6 at night till 6 in the morning. But
Well, we
like that these days.
No, we just packed up and left.
Yeah.
You know, we packed up, left, lived in Pennsylvania for the few weeks. You know,
That was crazy.
I mean, I was barely. How old were we? Like 20?
Yeah.
You know, I remember like after the album, like meeting my parents down at Disney World. Like that's how young we were. And like, oh, I'll fly down when I'm done. You know.
I remember that day Charlie came up to me and this little guy all excited and saying hello to me. I had no idea who he was. I literally thought he was like a taxi driver.
Oh my God.
I didn't know who he was.
And he was like having a whole conversation.
We had a whole conversation. He walked away, and then we were hanging out. And then a little later, I said, "Who's that guy?" I think maybe you told me it's Charlie. I'm like, oh.
It would have been really funny if you didn't know who he was,
you know.
and then you saw him on stage.
Right, all of a sudden he comes on stage. I had a whole conversation with him. I thought he was.
John, how did it feel to have a keyboard player on stage left with you?
You know, it was invigorating.
They're gonna say crowded.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, but in the old days, you and Kevin were together on stage right, and John Mayung had stage left to himself.
That's because he's playing so many leads and stuff.
Yeah.
He needed the
He
room.
needed the space
Yeah.
to work it all out. Yeah.
Plus, he was a wild man back then.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get near him.
That old Majesty footage, John is thrashing around, headbanging.
You might get hit if you wouldn't hear him on stage. Right?
Well, that about
There you
wraps it
have
up.
it.
That was a pretty fun concert.
It was fun.
Did you mention that was the first time many of us have seen that video?
This is probably the first time any of you guys have seen
That's
it,
right.
right?
That's right.
Oh, all of us, yeah. That was the first time I've seen it. It was fun. And every time we do this, I learn a lot about this band.
There's not much left,
Great,
though, John.
man.
I think we've actually covered most of the ground now.
Right.
You
Now
should
I've
be pretty-
played most of the songs, or I guess...
You actually have. You've played almost the entire
very
Dream
few
Theater
that I
catalog.
haven't, yeah.
By knocking out this album in
Wow.
one shot, you really are up to date.
And much to the jealousy of a lot of guys who play keyboards out there, I actually have charts for all these songs.
Right. And you know the history of the song?
Now I know the history. That's right.
Yeah, where they came from.
Well, actually, you've been in the band now maybe longer than Derek was in the band, and surely more
Yeah.
albums, more tours. So
And at this point,
You're
I
no longer
played
the
like
new guy.
the Iron Maiden, the Metallica, so I've learned like the core and the
That's
thinking
true.
behind a lot of the writing. And
That is true.
I'd say I got a fairly good feel for what's going on here.
all right, guys. Well,
All right.
it was a historic show. It's great. Any parting remarks, real quick, before it ends?
It was a great night. It was a lot of fun and a really, really cool theater and
Yeah,
very special night.
it was a high vibe indeed.
Go
For
ahead.
all the boys.
And everybody was really, really cool that night. Thanks to Derek and Charlie.
Yeah,
They were great.
They were very cool.
Fantastic evening.
And here comes the
John?
final bow.
We're gonna go to the barber now.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Want to talk about the old days a little bit before the thing ends, Johnny?
That's it. Well, Doug, you want to say hi and bye, quick?
Hi.
There's Doug Oberkirker back there.
Like Slipknot up there.
All right, that's the end. Over and out. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you on tour.
Bye.
Bye.
That was funny. That was very informative. It was enjoyable.
Ah.
There we go. Another commentary down.
Whenever we do any of these commentaries,
Yeah.
I realize how little we talk to each other in real life.